The supplement industry has undergone a massive shift from a lightly regulated gold rush to a tightly policed marketplace where quality is no longer a nice-to-have item, but a survival strategy. Fueled by pressure from regulators and major platforms like Amazon, low-quality operators have been squeezed out, leaving room for brands with strong documentation, testing protocols, and trusted manufacturing partners to rise above the crops. This transformation is reshaping how brands compete, how customers buy, and what it takes to win in today's supplement world. A long-term success now depends not on cutting corners, but on building trust, retention, and sustainable quality over time. Let's get into it. That's what today's episode is going to be all about, building a moat through quality products. Welcome to Health Business Mastery, the Creative Thirst podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Hewitt. In today's supplement landscape, the rules of the game have fundamentally changed. An industry once notorious for minimal oversight has transformed into an increasingly regulated marketplace where quality has become not just a differentiator, but a prerequisite for survival. Back in 2009, anyone could sell anything. Fast forward to today, and the picture looks dramatically different. This shift represents both a challenge and an opportunity. While fly-by-night operations find themselves squeezed out by stricter requirements, brands built on quality foundations are positioned to thrive. The supplement industry's regulatory history reveals a steady progression toward greater oversight and accountability. For decades after the passage of the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act in 1994, supplements occupied a regulatory gray area with minimal pre-market approval requirements. This environment created fertile ground for both innovation and exploitation. Recent years have witnessed a significant tightening of this regulatory landscape. The Food and Drug Administration has increased enforcement actions against misleading claims and contaminated products. The Federal Trade Commission has cracked down on unsubstantiated marketing practices. But perhaps the most consequential development has come from an unexpected source: Amazon. Back in 2015 or 2016, Amazon had absorbed most of the supplement sales in the United States. They're probably at 50% market share at that time. And they started to get the Food and Drug Administration and the Federal Trade Commission breathing down their neck. This pressure culminated in Amazon implementing its own quality standards that in some ways exceed governmental requirements. 2 years ago, when they came out and required that labs had to test your product. And we not only have to prove that what the supplement facts say is accurate, on some of our products, they require an additional test that it doesn't contain certain contaminants, which a lot of products do. The impact has been sweeping because Amazon had 80% market share last time I checked. I'm just guessing, but I think 50% of sellers are gone from Amazon in the last 3 years selling supplements because they don't meet the bar. This market cleansing effect has fundamentally altered the competitive landscape. Brands that invested in quality processes and documentation have maintained their distribution channels, while those that cut corners have found themselves excluded from the market's dominant platform. Many supplement entrepreneurs enter the industry seduced by seemingly simple math. Source a generic formula for $2.50 per bottle, sell it for $30, and pocket the difference. This calculation, however, ignores the hidden and often devastating costs of prioritizing margins over quality. Consider this scenario. You go to a contract manufacturer and say, "Oh, I'll shop this around and this other guy will make a bottle of Garcinia for me for $2.50. The good ones say, "Well, go to that guy then." Meanwhile, another entrepreneur works with a PhD chemist who says, "Well, along with your Garcinia Cambogia, we ought to do this and this and this, and we ought to put this many milligrams in." I looked at this study that was done on people who are obese, and they took 1,000 milligrams a day, not 500, not 300, not 2,000. The quality-focused product might cost $8 or $9 per bottle instead of $2.50, significantly reducing the initial margin. But the story doesn't end there. You sell the pants off of everybody else 2 years later, and then Amazon comes out and says, hey everyone, you got to get third-party lab testing done, send all your products into a lab, send in the test results, and the guy spending $2.50 finds out for the first time that he doesn't even have what it says on the bottle he has, and his product is pulled from Amazon. Beyond platform removal, quality shortcuts carry additional costs. Customer trust erosion when products don't deliver results. Higher return rates and associated processing costs. Negative reviews that damage conversion rates for years. Legal liability for contamination or mislabeling. And the inability to build a loyal customer base. Perhaps most significantly, brands with quality problems must constantly acquire new customers rather than building a sustainable business on repeat purchases and referrals. Given that customer acquisition costs in the supplement space have gotten really out of hand over the last several years, this creates an unsustainable business model. Implementing a quality-focused approach requires intentional system building throughout your operation. For supplement entrepreneurs committed to long-term success, several foundational elements deserve particular attention. The relationship with your contract manufacturer significantly impacts your quality capabilities. You've got to work with a really great partner rather than price shopping for the cheapest option. Quality-focused brands evaluate manufacturers on their technical expertise, quality systems, testing capabilities, and regulatory compliance history. The initial conversation with a manufacturer sets the tone for the entire relationship. You can't go to the contract manufacturer saying, I want to sell Garcinia cambogia. I'm ready to buy 2,500 units. What's your price? And that's the end of conversation. Now, when you go to that same manufacturer and you say, I want to create the best Garcinia cambogia product on the market, and I want to work with you long term, because you've already vetted them, you already know that other great people use them, you're now starting to build a real relationship that can last a very long time. Brands committed to quality recognize the value of working with formulation scientists who understand bioavailability and ingredient interactions, regulatory experts who can navigate compliance requirements, and quality assurance professionals who build robust testing protocols. Systematic quality control protocols ensure consistent product performance. Rather than treating quality as an occasional concern or a reaction to problems, sustainable brands implement proactive processes including incoming material inspection, in-process checks during manufacturing, finished product testing, and ongoing stability monitoring. They maintain retention samples from each production batch for future reference if questions arise. Documentation systems translate quality practices into verifiable evidence. With increasing regulatory scrutiny, documentation has become a critical business asset that provides both protection against regulatory action and the ability to quickly adapt to changing requirements. Leading brands maintain detailed records covering everything from formula specifications to manufacturing records to testing results. Perhaps most importantly, sustainable supplement brands build quality consciousness into their organizational DNA. This starts with leadership that consistently prioritizes quality over short-term profits and extends through every aspect of operations. Quality becomes not just a department, but a mindset that influences decisions from product development through customer service. While quality investments do require upfront capital and ongoing commitment, they create compelling economic advantages that build sustainable profitability over time. They often reduce operational expenses over time. Quality products generate fewer returns, reducing processing costs and preserving revenue. They trigger fewer customer service inquiries, keeping support teams lean and focused. They suffer fewer chargebacks, protecting valuable merchant accounts. These efficiency gains compound over time, creating sustainable cost advantages. Premium pricing becomes possible when products deliver superior results. Quality-focused brands can command higher prices based on demonstrated value rather than marketing hype. Products with higher active ingredient levels, superior absorption technologies, and better taste naturally command premium prices in the marketplace. Customer lifetime value dramatically increases with quality products. The most significant economic benefit of quality comes from superior customer retention. Customers who experience genuine results become loyal buyers and brand advocates. They place repeat orders without requiring additional marketing expenditure. They try new products from brands they trust. They recommend products to friends and family, creating the most valuable marketing channel available. Bikasue, the number one funnel, is that you bought this product and you took it for 3 weeks and you loved it and you told your friend. That's the best funnel. Platform stability has become an existential concern in an industry dominated by Amazon. In today's market, quality has become a prerequisite for maintaining distribution channels. Brands that meet or exceed platform requirements maintain consistent availability while competitors face suspensions or permanent removal. They spend less time managing compliance issues and more time growing their business. They sleep better knowing their primary revenue channel won't disappear overnight. Marketing efficiency also improves dramatically with quality products. When supplements deliver noticeable results, marketing campaigns convert at higher rates. Landing pages perform better because product benefits can be stated authentically. Review profiles strengthen over time as satisfied customers share their experiences. Subscription programs retain members longer because results justify continued use. These marketing advantages reduce effective customer acquisition costs, creating a virtuous cycle of profitable growth. But having a quality product isn't enough. Brands must effectively communicate their quality advantage to potential customers in ways that resonate with their target audience. Consumer education about supplement quality has evolved significantly. Today's supplement buyers increasingly understand concepts like third-party testing and certificate of analysis. They recognize the importance of ingredient transparency and dosage accuracy. Leading brands capitalize on this growing awareness by making their quality commitments visible through certification logos, dedicated website sections explaining quality practices, and transparency around sourcing and manufacturing. Effective quality communication connects technical standards to personal benefits. The most successful brands translate complex quality practices into language that connects with customer priorities. They explain how their testing ensures the potency that consumers can feel. They describe how careful ingredient selection improves taste and digestibility. They demonstrate how their quality controls ensure consistent results from purchase to purchase. The language of quality requires careful calibration. Technical details provide credibility with knowledgeable customers, but may overwhelm newcomers to the category. The most effective brands layer their quality communication, providing high-level quality assurances for casual browsers while making detailed information available for those who want to dig deeper. They use comparison points that customers understand and focus on aspects of quality that directly impact results. Third-party certifications provide valuable credibility in a skeptical marketplace. Certifications from recognized authorities serve as shorthand for quality commitments. Smart brands select certifications that resonate with their specific audience. As regulatory requirements increase, forward-thinking brands can use quality as the foundation of their competitive strategy in several powerful ways. Some market segments place particularly high value on quality assurances. Professional channels, including healthcare practitioners, often require extensive documentation and testing. Athletic and performance markets demand products that deliver consistent results without contamination risks. Educated consumers who research ingredients and dosages gravitate toward transparent brands with scientific credibility. By focusing on these quality-sensitive segments, brands can reduce competitive pressure and command premium pricing. Quality creates defensible competitive advantages that survive beyond marketing trends. Proprietary formulations based on scientific research can't be easily copied. Specialized delivery systems that enhance bioavailability create tangible performance differences. Testing protocols that exceed industry standards identify inferior competing products. Transparency practices build customer trust that transfers between products. These quality-based advantages provide protection against the constant pressure of commoditization. This forward-looking approach allows them to implement changes proactively rather than reactively, maintaining distribution while competitors struggle with compliance. Quality investments create barriers to new competition. The infrastructure required for genuine quality, comprehensive testing systems, documentation processes, scientific expertise, supplier relationships, requires significant investment and time to develop. These requirements create a moat around established quality-focused brands that becomes increasingly difficult for newcomers to cross, especially as regulatory standards continue to rise. To justify ongoing quality investments, brands should track specific metrics that demonstrate return on investment in tangible terms. Quality costs and benefits should be systematically measured. Effective quality measurement includes tracking prevention costs, quality systems, supplier qualification, appraisal costs, testing inspections, internal failure costs, rework, scrap, and external failure costs, returns, complaints. These costs must be weighed against quality benefits, including higher margins, improved retention, and reduced operational expenses. This analysis often reveals that quality investments deliver substantial financial returns despite higher upfront costs. Customer retention metrics provide the clearest indication of quality impact. Quality directly influences customer loyalty, which can be measured through reorder rates, subscription retention, customer lifetime value, and satisfaction ratings. Brands that track these metrics consistently find that quality improvements drive corresponding improvements in retention, creating compounding financial benefits over time. The regulatory environment will continue to evolve, requiring brands to adapt their quality approaches proactively to maintain compliance and competitive advantage. Emerging technologies are transforming quality verification. Blockchain systems for supply chain transparency allow unprecedented ingredient traceability. Advanced testing methods can authenticate natural compounds with increasing precision. DNA barcoding can verify botanical ingredients at the species level. Forward-thinking brands monitor these developments and selectively implement technologies that strengthen their quality position and appeal to discerning customers. The supplement industry has entered a new era where quality is no longer optional, but essential for survival. Today's reality is fundamentally different, with platforms and regulators actively removing substandard products from the marketplace. This evolution presents an unprecedented opportunity for brands committed to quality. As lower quality competitors disappear from major sales channels, well-positioned brands can expand their market share and build sustainable businesses based on repeat purchases and referrals. The path forward is clear. Invest in quality systems, build relationships with knowledgeable manufacturing partners, develop evidence-based formulations, implement comprehensive testing protocols, and create documentation infrastructure that satisfies increasingly stringent requirements. You'll be richer if you have a product 10 times better for $8 that you sell for $40 for a very, very long time. In today's regulated supplement market, that wisdom isn't just good ethics, it's good business. Creative Thirst is a direct response digital agency. We work with dietary supplement companies who are struggling to maximize the profitability of their funnels so they can scale. We've optimized many dietary supplement businesses. And in that time, we've uncovered the 3 critical funnels for success. You can get that free report by going to creativethirst.com. Scroll down to the appropriate section and click on the blue Get Your ebook button.